We're live. We're live. We're back after a week off. We're back. Yes, David. How's it going?
Yeah, all good, son. Yourself?
Oh, God, it's a bit of a cold. I'm going to be even more nasally than usual this week because, proper got a cold. But hopefully, I don't fucking snot and cough everywhere during the stream. I think I'll be all right. I got a bitter to wash it down, so it should be fine.
Lovely jubbly.
You did you pay any attention to the internationals in the break, or
I stumbled across the first England game by accident and watched a little bit of that, the Andorra game. I didn't even know they played it again. So I think they draw against Hungary.
Yeah.
And I kept up with the Nations League stuff, but I didn't actually watch any of it. So France won it in the end, didn't they?
Yeah, I saw. I haven't actually seen the goal, but there was some controversy around Mbappe's winner, wasn't there?
Yeah.
It looked like, from what I saw, it should definitely have been offside.
It was English officials as well, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Standard. But yeah, I'm just glad it's over. Like now, we've had 2 international breaks, and I think that's it now until.
Nah, it's not. It's dry. There's another one in November.
November.
Yeah. I'm sure there is. Someone was saying the other day.
I swear, normally there's more of a break, but but I think there's more games in between though. At least it's not going to be like 3 games.
I hope so, man. It's so fucking dry when they.
It's so annoying.
You can't get into it, isn't it?
It's one of the proposed. I don't. Obviously, everyone thinks of the World Cup every 2 years is a dumb idea, but one of the things that is part of that is Wenger in it. It's his bright idea. But one of the things is that I think there would be less international breaks during the season.
Okay, well, yeah, that'd be good.
Not sure why. I'm not sure how that would work exactly, but yeah, it's too much. It's annoying.
Yeah, it's 4 more game weeks. I just checked it, and then an international break.
Yeah, obviously there's some European football and stuff in there as well. But yeah, same as it's the same again. It's annoying. It just makes it. And next year when the World Cup's going to be in the middle of the season, I mean that's going to be bizarre. Literally, I think it's from like November or December, and then it's like 2 months.
Yeah.
But at least it's for a World Cup and not for these pointless matches. I'm actually going to Leicester United tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Optimistic?
Not particularly. No, I don't know. I'm mainly just hoping the Vardy scores and he does the Sue in front of the United.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be ideal. But I don't know, man. Like they are missing. Obviously, we'll get into who's missing and who's not this week. But I know that they're missing Maguire and Varane, so both their centre backs.
Well, Varane's out as well, is it?
Yeah, not sure why. I think he's injured for a little while. I think. So have they got Lindelof and I don't know.
Used to always be Smalling or Jones, didn't they? I don't know who their dodgy one is now.
Who's still in their squad technically? I think
Jones.
Yeah,
I think so.
Which maybe he'll get a game. Nah, surely not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Bailly, but he's always injured. Could be Bailly. He's always good for a red card. I'm sure Vardy could wind him up a little bit.
Yeah. And then I think there's no Cavani and no Fred, which I know that they will hate Fred anyway, so they probably won't be sad about that. But no Cavani. I am a bit worried about Ronaldo against Vestergaard, to be honest, and Söyüncü.
Yeah, but Vestergaard's good in the air, though, isn't he? So you could combat that.
In theory. I mean, I don't know. He hasn't really shown much of it yet. He missed one from 2 yards in the Europa League. I mean, the keeper saved it, but it was shocking.
Yeah.
And I think in the last game he got in a muddle up in the air for one of Palace's goals, like Schlupp's goal or something. So yeah, I don't know. He's certainly not pulling up any trees at the moment. Do you want to get it? Do you want to share your screen? Do you want to get it up?
Yeah.
Into it. Obviously, after the international breaks, there is some disruption to the kind of the fantasy players in the team. So we were just looking off air that obviously Brazil played last night, and I think all the South American countries played last night. So it seems to be very unlikely that those players are going to be featuring this week. So that's why I just said Fred and Cavani are out. I've got Rafinha, so it's probably going to affect him. He actually scored 2 for Brazil last night, which standard. That's just typical. But yeah, all right. Last week, then touch on last week. We won't go over it too much because I don't want to. But after it's happened a few times actually, where after Saturday night, I've been looking pretty good, and I'm looking around the leagues and I'm thinking, yeah, it looks like I could be making up some ground there. But then Sunday, Salah captain for a lot of people. I don't have him, and obviously that's all it takes to. But also, I think all my players who played on Sunday didn't perform very well. But yeah, a clear win for you in the end.
Yeah, just cracking on.
You took a -4 as well. Yeah, we both took a -4.
God, it's been so long, I can't even remember. But
It's
yeah,
the
I
end
think
of the
I did.
because-
Yeah, because I put my faith in the Chelsea boys, and they didn't actually. Alonso didn't. Well, should we get into it? Do you wanna...
Yeah. Let's have a go at yours. Yeah.
So yeah, I was saying I got 49 there for some reason, but I got
It's
50.
because it takes your minus off on the head-to-head.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so like I said, I put the Chelsea boys in. So Lukaku did fuck all, just 2 points for playing. But fortunately, it wasn't a great week for captain choices, was it? Other than if you captain Salah,
that was why I was looking good on Saturdays, because I had like pretty much the same as everyone else, if not a bit more. And a lot of people had already had Lukaku or Ronaldo play as captain.
Yeah,
and blank, and I picked Antonio, so that's why it was looking good. But then obviously Antonio blanked as well. So it turns out that basically Salah just won the week for whoever had him, essentially.
I mean, if you had him captain all season and just never changed your team, you probably wouldn't do that bad.
No, it's true. And I mean, if you had captained him, you would have had you already had a good week, but you would have had a huge week if you had.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the Arsenal. So the Arsenal defense sorting you out again. That's proved to be a bit of a genius move. We'll touch on. I've actually brought an Arsenal defender in this week. A bit late to the party. Yeah, but it had to be done. And Duffy just keeps sorting you out as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, man.
I guarantee you've never started him as well. He's just always.
I've never started him. I think this is the second time he's come on for me with points. I put Alonso in. Obviously, there was a bit of debate whether Chilwell would start, but I was confident that Alonso would carry on. But so it's good to have a strong bench, and Duffy's seems to be doing the trick at the moment. But yeah, I'm not too sure how long I'm going to be able to stick with Alonso now.
Well, actually, I saw that because of Trent injured, literally pretty much everyone who had Trent transferred him out for Alonso. I noticed that Alonso had popped up in a lot of teams.
Yeah,
so
that's the change I made.
Yeah, so him not playing in the end was pretty big for me. I'm pretty thankful for that.
Yeah.
But well, I don't know. You still expect Alonso to be starting, the majority of the games.
Yeah, I mean, I always try and get a little feeling for it on Twitter. Is usually a good place to go to see like what the fans of that team. Obviously they're a lot more knowledgeable than I am, and they seem to be thinking that it might just be like a in the moment thing, but they're like, nah, Alonso's shit, Chilwell's better. But obviously Alonso's been in great form up until now, so they're probably just talking a load of shite. But I think he actually played for Spain, didn't he? He got a rare call up, whereas I'm not sure. I doubt Chilwell was involved with England, was he?
No, I think he scored against.
Oh, Andorra, yeah, of course he did.
Andorra.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not really going to make much difference. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was always going to happen sooner or later. I still think Alonso is the number one choice, but they paid 50 mil for Chilwell, and he didn't exactly have a bad season last season. In fact, in the Champions League, I think in the final he had a really good game, didn't he? And in the FA Cup final against Leicester, he was unlucky not to score the equaliser.
Yeah.
With that offside goal. So I don't know. It's just an inherent risk having those Chelsea fullbacks. It's the same on the other side with James and Azpilicueta. So and then you just said Rudiger's injured, so he would be the one that you would have as a guaranteed starter. But you say he's injured now as well.
He's out. Yeah, it's back injury, unknown return date. So just have to wait and see with that one.
Maybe worth looking at other Chelsea centre back options in that case. Then obviously like Christensen or
Caliber.
Yeah, they haven't really played. Oh no, sorry, they didn't sign that player in the end of the day. I always got confused because Liverpool had Konate, who has.
Koundé, yeah.
Koundé. Did they sign him or not? I can't remember. No, they didn't. So that Chalobah though, he's not as cheap as he should be, and so
he's gone down. I was just having a look before we came on. He's down to 4.8, so he's in my sort of in the firing line now. And the other positive for him is that Thiago Silva's out because of the Brazilian thing as well. So they
Yeah.
are short on centre backs this week. Whether it'll actually, is it worth putting them in for a -4 for 1 week? Because Rudiger could be back. We don't know.
Yeah.
I think if you've got a free transfer to use, then you could go down that route of a cheap Chelsea defender for this week. But if you're spending 4 points or more, then obviously for short term it might not be. For the long term, rather, it might not be really worth it.
Yeah. Well, just a shout out to those watching. Yeah, leave a comment and let us know what you're saying. There we go, Trev. Yes, Trevor. Yeah. Yes, Matt. Safe.
You have to tell me what they're saying, by the way, because when I'm sharing screen, I can't actually see.
Okay. Yeah. Then that's the first contribution and a valuable one it was as well.
Matt's just put Trevor.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I thought we just had a randomer called Trevor joining the party.
Right. No. Maybe one day. Yeah, I stuck with Reece James for now. He has. I mean, it's not worked out that transfer for me really, but he's actually a yellow flag, 75% chance of playing.
Okay.
But I already made 2 transfers at the back end of last week, so I've already taken a -4. So he'll be staying for this week. And actually, one person who I've taken out is Shaw. Obviously the highest selected player to start with, and it just hasn't happened for him, has it? All United really in defence.
Did you manage to take him out before he went down to 5.4?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I've still got him at 5.4, just because I've made 1 transfer and I've got players that can come in. Like I don't have to get him out this week, but I'm thinking of getting him out as well because it hasn't really worked out for him. He's played all right, but fantasy wise, he's not done much. And the fixtures sort of speak for themselves there. Not the best.
Yeah, it's the fixtures, and it's a combination of them not keeping many clean sheets and those fixtures. And then obviously, then they've got a good run in December. So
I might keep him in. Just like I said, I'm not in a rush to get him out.
Yeah.
So I'll probably keep him third on the bench for now. Unless I need to do something drastic, then I can get rid of him and potentially save a little bit of money as well.
Yeah, nice. Paj is tuning in, says evening, fellas. Yes, Paj. Still doing well as well.
Taking his top spot though, aren't I?
You have, mate. You are, you're flying. Do you know? I was thinking earlier. I think I'm not going to say it yet. It's a bit silly to say it, but I think I'm going to be focusing on the head-to-head this season because it's just, it's just not. It's just.
It is getting away. I've been in that position like the last 2 or 3 years, and it's just like you're trying so hard to catch up, but in a way, it's like you try too hard and like make silly decisions and.
Yeah, because you don't like for Salah's the classic one. I should have him in, but it's almost at the point now where, well, no, I should definitely have him in. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. But it does affect your mentality because you're thinking about trying to get people who
differentials and.
Paz reckons he peaked too early and it's all downhill from here. Well, you have got a long way down until you reach my level. So I think it's still looking pretty.
Yeah.
Foden was the standout player. Obviously not points wise, but performance wise.
What a game that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a mad game. Yeah, his goal was class. He played really well. So, good shout on being an early adopter on him as well. Yeah,
he didn't do anything for me the week before because I think he's only just coming back. But I just wanted to get on him just in case. Like I said, he's like a big game player.
He did well for England apparently as well, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, the Andorra game, he was just like pinging. Like, he's just sick, isn't he?
Yeah. And Man City got a few players out now, so it's almost certain that he'll play to the weekend. So I've transferred him in, so I've jumped on that. Greenwood and Gray, obviously we both got Smith Rowe. I do like the way he's playing and Arsenal's fixtures, so he didn't do much that week, but
no, he went up 0.1 though from when he had a good week the other week, so
that's good. Yeah, that's good. But Greenwood and Gray have chilled out though, haven't they?
They have. I mean, Gray did play well against who was it they played? He got the pre-assist, if you like. He skinned a couple of people down the wing, and then I think Decore got the assist for Townsend. I think he's still playing well. And again, I'm not in any rush to get. I'm not like there's no one at the moment who I'm like I've got to get him in. So I'm happy to keep it for now. But yeah, he hasn't done anything the last 2 weeks, and they did have quite good. They had Norwich. I can't see, yeah, they played Norwich and someone else. So
Yeah, United. Yeah, Norwich and United it was.
yeah,
But
West
yeah.
Ham met.
And so what? So looking ahead, at what transfers have you made?
So I might as well just go to my team, aren't I?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
So we've got the big man Huang Lee Chan.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So I did
good.
have my eye on him when he got. I think he either scored or assisted a few
Yeah, he
weeks ago.
scored. Yeah, he scored one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was on the radar since then. And then obviously he got 2 goals, and he was only 5.4, and he would have been low ownership, so it was a no-brainer. Because I had Greenwood from Leeds on the bench, just as
Yeah.
like bench fodder. So
Yeah.
he's like, what? I'd spend like 0.8 mil more, I think, to get him in. And he's gone at 0.1. They've got Villa, so Derby game. Fixtures are all right.
Not bad. Yeah, they're not bad.
And yeah, him and Jimenez seem to have quite a good partnership going.
Are they playing are they playing two up front? Are they? Yeah.
Yeah, Jimenez was more of the like number 10, and Huang was like, it was a bit like Kane and Son. Like, Jimenez was like holding it up and bringing people into play, and then Huang was making the runs in behind and like the one getting on the end of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought they seem to have picked up a bit now. Wolves, like they'd been playing well, hadn't they? But they weren't scoring.
Yeah.
The international break probably came at a bad time for him, really. But yeah,
I
Derby game.
I think that there's been a noticeable. Obviously, I put Jimenez in and he did well, but I think there's been a noticeable difference in him as well. Like, just
Yeah,
he looks well more
he did look good
and up for it. Yeah, like I've said it before, but it's understandable that it took him a while to kind of get his confidence back. But yeah, I think he's such a huge player for them, and I think they stopped starting Traore as well. There's probably another reason they're doing better because
it's probably Huang that's taking his place, probably.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, and yeah, it's probably no coincidence that they're doing better without him.
Yeah.
I
mean,
but
I don't know if you saw Lukaku was on a yellow for most of this week, but I think he just came back early from international duty. They said he had like a bit of muscle fatigue, but he was in full training yesterday, so he should be starting. Have you still got him?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm debating debating my captain choice actually because it's there's I'm flicking between Foden and Lukaku. So I'm still not sure which one I'm going to go for, but you're definitely going for Salah, are you?
It's not 100% confirmed yet, but I think just the way that he's been playing, I can't not have him captain. I would be keen on Foden, but I'm just thinking with their injuries and the players that are coming in aren't as great as the ones they're replacing. I don't know, will they like? I know they're home to Burnley, and you would usually expect him to score quite a few, but I'm probably just happy just to have him playing like vice captain this week.
Yeah, I think Burnley have a particularly bad record against City.
They do. Yeah, they always get smashed. And then a City defender, it's like a no-brainer, really, isn't it? Hopefully you've already got one in your team. It's got to be a clean sheet, surely, isn't it? Home to Burnley.
Yeah, you would have thought so. I think.
Have you got Walker still?
Yeah, I still got Walker. Yeah. In fact, let's just have a little gander then. I think we got some similar. We got a lot of similar teams, but different players. So I did bring in. I brought in an Arsenal defender, but I went for Tomiyasu.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got Diaz. I've got Walker. Even you've got Duffy, and I've got Sanchez in goal.
Yeah.
And James and Alonso as well. So we kind of got a lot of the same. Yeah. But yeah, let's have a little gander at mine last week. I literally won't go over it very much. But yeah, like I think that like I said, it was after Saturday that it all kind of went wrong because Sunday, whoever the people who played got me like nothing. I mean it's slim pickings, isn't it? Really, it was a low scoring week in general, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Jimenez.
Who was Antonio playing? Oh yeah, Brentford. Yeah.
Yeah, Brentford at home. I mean, that was disappointing. Livramento with 4 on the bench. He's been doing quite well for me, but he's always on the bench. And then just a bit disappointing from kind of across the whole pitch as well. I don't know what is wrong with Lukaku. Like he started his first game and it looked like a beast, and then it's crapped ever since
He's
then.
gone back to like United style Lukaku since then. He was awful against who did they play last week? Southampton. Yeah, he wasn't the best in that game, and the week before it was the Man City game, wasn't it? And he didn't get. Yeah, he was meant to be holding it up, and it was bouncing off him like it used to. So yeah, maybe he's just a bit tired. Like he came straight from his move and like played 90 minutes every week, including Champions League for like 3 weeks. So I'm hoping maybe he's had a little break because he didn't play the second international game. Hopefully, he'll be back in top form, because otherwise I'll be thinking about taking him out, even with their good fixtures, because their fixtures are good, aren't they? Norwich at home next. I mean, come on, like that's got to be.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better run than that. He's got to get a few goals in these games, surely.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jota, Torres obviously has had to go. He's injured now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Jota, Firmino is back now, so it's just not. Yeah, it's like I think he's going to have to go sooner or later. I couldn't do it this week though.
Couldn't afford to, yeah.
No. So yeah, and I keep taking -4s as well, which is I don't know if it's wise in the position that I'm in, but sometimes like if I wanted to get Foden in for Torres, which fortunately I did before his injury came out, but you got to try and find some money elsewhere. So, but I'm definitely not up for spending more than -4.
Oh god, he's out for ages, Torres.
1st of Jan. I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But yeah, I mean, he was already on the way down anyway. Like his price and everything was already on the way down. Should we have a quick look at the team of the week, because I'm interested to see who.
How do I do that? Just gone overall, yeah.
That's good. That's a good question. Pernell says Torres brace for Spain. He did, for Spain. Sorry, he did. He scored 2 for Spain, and then he must have got injured in that game, I guess.
Okay.
If you go to your team, then can't you see like the highest points 102?
Highest points. There we go. Yeah.
So 102. That's a low scoring. That is quite low scoring for the highest of the week.
Yeah.
Triple captain as well.
Who's the fuck is Robin? Never even heard of him.
That's a very good question. Is it Everton? Is that Everton? Yeah, Dobbin. No idea.
Oh yeah, Salah triple captain. It's always a triple captain at the top of the
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. But he's actually Taylor with 9, Mezio 6. Yeah, and then Son's another one who we only took him out because of injury, really. But I still feel like he's a very really valuable asset.
Definitely, yeah. I don't know what their fixtures are like. I haven't really been paying attention to Spurs. Well, yeah, not the best, but
yeah, they got
here. I mean, it gets better.
Yeah. It's just whether or not you try and he's just a bit of an awkward price because he's obviously less than a premium but more than your average, so it's not easy to shift things around to get him in unless you put him in for like a Bruno, which in my case probably wouldn't be a bad shout sooner or later to do that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Cool. If I share mine, actually no, I don't think I can. Can I? I don't think I can.
Can you?
I'll have a go, just because I was going to just show how my team's looking this week. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, mine's up.
Cool.
So yeah, this week I did have quite a few yellow flags to start with, but they seem to have gone now, most of them, which is good. Like you said Lukaku was one. But yeah, like I said, I made my 2 changes last week. So Tomiyasu came in for sure, and Foden came in for Torres. At the moment, I have got Foden as captain and Lukaku vice, but like I said, that might change.
Yeah.
But then I am a little bit worried about the rest of my team, especially my attacking players, to be honest, because Bruno away to Leicester is not a given, although I wouldn't be surprised if he does something there.
I can see that being a low-scoring game, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know why, like we were saying, all the Brazil players seem to have red flags, but Rafinha's got a yellow flag, and when you click on him, it's a 75% chance of playing. I assume that's a lie.
Is it due to the international break? If you go on him, does it say like, because the other ones that are red say international break, international? I don't know.
Yeah, international duty, but 75% chance.
Yeah,
of
that
playing.
makes no sense, does it?
No, but anyway, either way, he played last night, and they're playing tomorrow, so there's no way he's going to be flying back from Brazil and playing. It's annoying because I did have him starting, and I had Jota on the bench.
Yeah.
And generally, I don't really like playing 4 defenders, but I am wondering whether it's just, I don't know, Jota away to Watford. I'm going to risk it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right.
Well, another thing I'm a bit unsure about is which defender to put first on the bench, Cresswell or Livramento. Because there's a chance that James won't play. So
I mean, is Richarlison still? I'm thinking, is Richarlison and Calvert still out? I need to check that actually, because Calvert-Lewin's one that I would probably consider putting in if he's fit. But
I think they are, but that explains that Dobbin guy as well, doesn't it? Because I mean, they've already got him and
what's his face?
Big man. Whatever his name is. That is a good point, and obviously Cresswell always offers the chance of an assist as well. So I think I'll go with him. But Livramento, like I say, he has been doing pretty well. And also actually Leeds, Bamford and Rafinha both being out.
So yeah, it's the same as forever. Basically, it's the same, isn't it? It's like you got the teams they're playing have got their 2 most threatening attackers out. I guess Livramento's at home, but yeah, Cresswell's more chance of getting attacking returns, isn't it? So
yeah, and Leeds maybe it doesn't matter quite so much because they play very attacking football anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah, just in that sense. But yeah, again, I don't know. I'm not overly optimistic that it's going to be a big week. Looking at those fixtures in that team, but I think the captain choice is going to be really key again, and hopefully, if I do go with Foden, he's gonna return.
I think he'll be playing with Jesus being out as well. He'll be playing the furthest up, like he'll be the one in the box on the end of things. So I'd be surprised if he doesn't score at least one.
Yeah.
It's the sort of game you could see, like, when you get like a young English player coming through and it's like they've been doing well, like they get a goal and assist here and there. This could be the game where he just like proves that he's just so much better than everyone else on the pitch and like scores like maybe a hat trick even. Yeah.
I like your optimism. I think
they'll. Yeah, like you said, their record against Burnley is really good, and at home, I mean, you could put Walker's a bit like you never know if he's going to start or not, but I could put like Diaz captain, and you'd be pretty sure that'd be a guaranteed 12 points, really, isn't it? But fun in that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, unless it's the Trent's the only defender who think anyone would ever consider captaining him. What about what was I gonna? Yeah, have a little look at Man City's team. Oh no, we're on mine now. Have a little look at Man City's team because I know that they are missing, just to see how how guaranteed it is that he's going to play. Let's have a little look. So Ederson not playing, so I guess it'll be Stefan, who would be ideal if you had him as a backup keeper, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking that you just put him in like literally every game after an international break.
Yeah, get 6 points. Yeah. Obviously Mendy, we all know why, but their defense is intact pretty much. And then Torres and Jesus.
Mendy,
it sounds like it doesn't sound good at all.
He didn't get Bell, did he? So
no, it definitely doesn't sound good. There's a few going in a bit of trouble at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Jesus and Torres basically. So I wonder who they're going to play up front.
Well, I reckon Foden up front.
Do you reckon? Or Sterling maybe?
Oh, Sterling, yeah, possibly.
But then
way too expensive, isn't it, to risk putting him in? He will be playing though, I'm pretty sure.
I think Pernell has gone for De Bruyne, maybe even captained him.
Yeah,
which is potentially a good shout. He scored a good goal against Liverpool, didn't he?
He did the left footer.
Yeah. Again, would be a better option than Bruno at this moment in time. I think that's gonna have to probably be my next change. Is either Bruno or Jota or both. To mix it up.
What are What's Liverpool's fixtures like going forward?
Pan saying he went for Salah in the end for captain. Liverpool's fixtures. So a little look. Jota. Oh yeah, no, pretty tough. So obviously they got this Watford game, and then United away, Brighton at home, West Ham away, Arsenal.
Yeah.
A few difficult games in there.
Yeah, they're playing some teams that are in form, other than Watford. Yeah.
See, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no way I can afford it, but like Son and De Bruyne are probably the two valuable assets that are least picked at the moment. So if you wanted to maybe make a head start on people, they would be the two that I would probably look at.
I think so, yeah.
I've
still got Greenwood, but just because I've got him starting as well, but just because he wasn't involved with, I don't know if he paid for under 21s actually, but yeah, Solskjaer seems to like him. And who's going to be starting left back for you? Because Greenwood will be playing on the right. I'm just wondering. Or Bertrand?
Probably Bertrand, but again, he's not exactly been great. But yeah, probably Bertrand, I'd imagine.
Okay.
Matt's asking Big Mac or Whopper. What are you saying?
Big Mac all day.
Yeah, same here, man. 100%. I might even get one after this. Who knows? Like, tempting me. Yeah, cool. Let's have a quick look at the league table. The Foden Fantasy League. I don't really like looking at my leagues at the moment, so I'm not doing very well in any of them. But let's have a gander. So yeah, you're storming it, son.
Yeah.
With Dom closely behind, but yeah.
Dom had a bad week, yeah.
Yeah, even I beat him. Like, he must have. He's also got a bit of an issue with Edison and Rudiger not playing. No substitute keeper.
So he's going to have to make a few changes.
Scarlett obviously won't play. So yeah, I mean, if he takes a -4, he should be all right. But
yeah,
that's not ideal. But yeah, another one who had Salah but didn't captain him, which would have basically matched you if he had done. Well, I wouldn't have been far off.
Yeah.
Paj just behind. It's pretty tight actually up at the top. Up until like Pernell in 5th. It's pretty close, and then there's a bit of a drop off after that. me and Matt still battling it out. I'm still making small gains on Matt. It's good to see.
Greg had a bit of a better week, 40 points, not too bad.
Yeah. It might be the first time he's well, I'm not sure. It might be the first time he's beaten me. I think like that it's sort of splitting into two a bit, that top 5 and then the bottom 5, but hopefully I can start closing that gap. And I think that you've got the pressure to deal with being at the top now. No one wants to be in that position.
Yeah. I'm quite fortunate in that like I didn't necessarily completely plan it to go how it's gone so far, but my bench is like my squad's just solid, so I didn't really need to spend too long thinking about I'm going to put in and fixtures and that.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of ticking along quite nicely at the moment. Like if Arsenal, for example, start fucking up and conceding a few over the next few games, then that's when I'll get in trouble. When I've got to when I'm doubled up and I need to make changes, then I might have to spend a few points.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, because I was in a similar boat last year where if things are going right, then you don't really have to worry about, and also you don't have to worry about picking players who are in other people's teams and stuff like that. So there's pros and cons, but then also like there is the kind of pressure of having everyone chasing you, which when you're ahead for a long time, it can take its toll. Like
I think I might abandon, because I always said that I'm not a fan of the premium strikers because they need to score 2 or get a goal and an assist, and you to have them captained to really do anything. The last few weeks, people have captained Ronaldo or Lukaku, and it hasn't worked out. That's not to say that they couldn't score a hat trick in the next game, obviously, but I just think maybe I might drop if Lukaku's still looking a bit shit. I'd be happy. I mean, I've even thought about maybe taking Lukaku out for Werner and then using the money because Werner seems to hit a little bit of form now, and I'm wondering if he's gone down to like 8.5, I think.
Mm.
So he's in the sort of Antonio bracket, and then I've got good fixtures, so that is something I'm keeping an eye on. And then I've already got like 2 mil in the bank anyway. So if I do that as well, I'm going to have like 6 mil in the bank. So I don't really know what I would do. I guess get a premium midfielder, maybe get like
I mean, if you could double up on Salah and maybe Son, or Salah and De Bruyne even.
Yeah.
You'd be laughing. Just realised I didn't have my mic on this whole time. Never mind, it doesn't matter.
So you got to give me your old mic as well, isn't it?
Like it didn't cost me anything, or it's like never mind. I've got that for like it's getting closer to you. It's in Bath now. So next time I see you, I'll give it to you. Cool. But yeah, like probably for the best, anyways. It just doesn't amplify my fucking nasally voice today. I was just looking. This is the Kings of the Hill thing. So this is actually like not the best pick team of the week, but the actual best team if you put one together.
What's it? It doesn't matter about like price or anything. It's just
no.
like...
I think it still has to be within 100 mil.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aspilicueta, man, it's just like I picked James, and ever since it's just like he would have been a better shout.
Yeah, but lots of people have been putting Aspilicueta in now, but I just think like that's probably him done for the season now in attacking returns, isn't it? You didn't get many.
No.
So you're paying over 6 mil for clean sheet potential, basically. I wouldn't be jumping on that.
It's funny because I mean nobody would have had those two Chelsea defenders last week, really, but they're 10 and 11. Yeah, they would have been the ones, and then 15 from Llorente. I can't. He must have scored and assisted and got a clean sheet or something.
Bonus.
Yeah, goal and clean sheet.
Yeah, and bonus.
Yeah, fair play.
I might have to put Chalobah in. 4.8. I'm going to do a little bit of reading up after this and see how long Rudiger's out for. Because the other thing we were saying is maybe that Tuchel would switch to just 4 at the back.
Pernell's saying it's just the top point, so price doesn't matter. But that team there, that would be less than 100 mil.
It's going to be rare that it's over 100 mil.
I suppose there's no bench show as well, is there? So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so I was just saying. We were debating last week whether Tuchel would maybe switch to 4 at the back now they had an easier run of teams, and maybe one of the like Mount or someone else would come back in, but he's stuck with the 5. So I think that is just his formation is 5 at the back no matter what. So again, it's risky putting in a Chelsea like a Mount or whoever. Although I noticed that Ziyech is on a red as well, so maybe Mount is a bit more nailed on now if you want to go for a Chelsea midfielder. But I think the value lies with Chalobah if Rudiger is out for a bit of time.
Yeah, I suppose that could be really good for James as well, because Aspilicueta is more likely to play as one of the 3 centre backs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
James on the right. So
actually, that's true. Yes, that could be dodgy for Chalobah. Maybe have a look this week, see what happens.
Yeah. And then Mount, like I don't know, with him, it's like he is good player, but in fantasy terms, he'll often get like the odd assist here and there. He'll get like a 5 or a 6. Mm. Like he doesn't really. He'll rarely get double figures.
True. And it does seem that Tuchel loves subbing one of them off at like 65, 70 minutes. So that's not ideal either. Yeah.
And then the other one from this is obviously Townsend. Like everyone obviously went for Gray after the start of the season, but then ever since then, the last couple of weeks anyway, it's been all about Townsend. So
yeah,
I don't know. Like I guess it's a bit of a roll of the dice of those two, isn't it? A bit 50-50.
It is, yeah. It'd be interesting.
But Townsend's more likely to take pop shot
and corners probably. I don't know if Luca Dean's on corners or but Townsend's more like can have more shots, isn't he? Probably. But I've already got Gray, so
he seems to hit a bit of form. It might be one for me to consider. I just can't do enough transfers. I just can't change my team quick enough. That's the problem.
Only another like 3 months to the next wild card.
Yeah, exactly. I just got to hold out. Look at that international break. Yeah, big up. Like that's. I'll take that.
Chuck another one in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one before Christmas. That would be sweet. Yeah. But yeah, we'll just have a quick look at the fixtures then, just to finish off. So,
it's the dreaded midday kickoff, man. If I captain Salah, there's no way that he's scoring on a midday.
That's what Pernell was saying as well. Yeah.
I might have to reconsider. I know it's stupid, but like,
it is just It's the thing is though, if it goes the other way and it goes well, then you're
you don't have to worry for the rest.
Yeah. But
I think Lukaku is a bit dodgy. I think a lot of people will captain Lukaku because Brentford are a promoted team, but every time I've seen them play, they've looked, more than capable of holding their own. And Chelsea don't seem to be that free flowing in terms of like scoring or creating loads and loads of chances. So
no.
Yeah, maybe if Chelsea were at home.
That is why I went for Foden in the end, because why I'm thinking of going for Foden. I just think that out of the two games, the Man City one's probably going to be pure domination, and the Chelsea one, I don't know. They'll probably win, but I can't see them smashing them. No, I can't.
If you're not going to captain Foden at home to Burnley, you're never going to captain him, are you? So
I
think that's If I wasn't doing, I'll be weighing up between Salah and Foden tonight. I'll probably stick with Salah, but just because he's on penalties and stuff.
I think, like you said, I think Leeds and Everton struggling with their strike force. So West Ham away to Everton. West Ham could do well there, and the same.
Have you still got Antonio? Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I don't think I won't captain him, but yeah, I still got him. Could be a big week for Son actually, maybe Kane as well, because Newcastle away obviously. Like, it's all a bit weird there at the moment. Bruce is basically waiting to be sacked. The players are all waiting to be replaced. Like, I don't really. It's going to be tough to.
That could be a bit of a like motivational thing for them. They couldn't, and the crowd are going to be buzzing. Spurs are Spursy.
Yeah, it could go either way, I suppose. Yeah, it could be motivational, or it could be like, well, what's the point? We ain't going to be here for very long. Like,
if they lose that, like. Well, even if they just lose it, that's just the perfect excuse to get rid of him, isn't it? So they have to win that game for Bruce to stay in the job, basically. I can't really see.
Yeah. You feeling confident about Palace at home?
Yeah, Vieira's manager.
Vieira,
cheeky little bribe. But no, I think I haven't seen enough of Palace to say really, but Zaha always gives us problems. But Tomiyasu, I think he's got the pace to deal with him. I don't know if you've experienced a player like Zaha before, but if we are going to get done, it'll be probably
obviously, Leicester had them last game, and they were pretty good. To be fair, we were 2-0 up. We ended up drawing 2-1. But we deserved to lose. To be honest, they were a better team.
I mean, we should win at home to Palace and hopefully a clean sheet. But if we don't get a clean sheet, I don't think I'll panic into getting rid of them, Ramsdale and White, because I think we've still got all right fixtures.
Yeah. Come on, Tomiyasu, and get me a clean sheet and start off with that.
It's annoying. I got to wait till Monday for Arsenal, and then it's weird. Next week we're playing on Friday.
Sometimes it's stupid with the fixtures. But wait until Monday's long. I hate doing that, to be honest.
At least they can save my game week if I have a bad one up until then.
Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of Saturday 3:00 games. Obviously, I'm going to be in the stadium. I'll be getting, obviously keeping a half an eye, but be more drip fed. I won't be following it as closely.
Yeah.
But hopefully while Leicester are beating United at the King Power, Foden will be banging a couple in at the same time, and it'll be happy days. Like
Sunday's games are a bit of a ball, really, aren't they?
Yeah, not the best. Do you know what? It was actually way better last season when there was a game at 8 on a Saturday and like 8 on a Sunday, wasn't it? So there was one extra game.
Yeah,
so really take away 2 of those 3:00 kickoffs, but one at the end of the night on Saturday, one at the end on Sunday, and Bob your uncle. I don't get it. I do not get it. Like,
that was good. I forgot about that.
Sometimes on a Sunday, 30 finishes at like 6:30, and you're like, what am I going to do now for the rest of the night? Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's usually golf for me. Then I'm on the final round of some foreign tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've even like ventured into a bit of basketball on a Sunday night or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, just put another game on, innit? Like,
Yeah.
why not? I don't get it. Or like, what's really annoying on a Sunday when they put 2 at 2
At the
o'clock.
same time.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock they'll put like, yeah, why?
It's like the other weekend they had 2 12:30s, didn't they? And they were like, United was one game. I think maybe Liverpool was the other game. So it's like 2 good games at the same time. It's like,
yeah,
it is frustrating. But yeah, I'll probably watch the Leicester United game, I think, at 3 because I've got Greenwood. And well, I don't know, maybe I might watch City. I'll probably watch Leicester.
Hopefully, I think it'll be a good game. Again, I'm a little bit surprised that it's 3 o'clock on a Saturday because I thought that would be televised. You look at the other games that are on Sky and be like, it's surprising.
Yeah.
I just don't get it, man. This fucking like the sooner that they just show every single game and they space it out more, like they do in Italy and in Spain, like the better. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like nobody cares about 3 o'clock on a Saturday anymore. Like, it's 2021. Let's get over it. I was having this debate with someone where they were saying obviously the reason that they always give is that, you know, if you televise 3 o'clock games, then people won't go and watch their local teams or whatever. Yeah. Like what do you think about that as an argument? I get it.
My argument to that is the Partridge gif where he's like,
yeah, exactly. No, like, I get it, but like I think in 1992 when the Premier League was concocted and like that when they came up with this thing that 3 o'clock games can't be televised, because I think then it was more like fair enough because you couldn't watch football on TV, and like if you wanted to watch football on a Saturday afternoon, you had to go and see your local team. Whereas now, anyone with a laptop and with half a brain cell knows how to go onto a stream or a Fire Stick or whatever. And so it just becomes completely pointless. And like as far as I know, the attendances at lower league clubs are still, you know, I don't have any statistics to back it up. But I imagine they're the same as they always have been.
It will be, because they're always going to go like, you know, there's always match of the day, isn't there? Or most people like in this country, they go not because they just want to watch a game of football. They go because they genuinely like love their local team, whoever it is. Like, like you said with the streaming thing as well. It's just like, you can watch whatever game you want.
Yeah, like in Italy, if you subscribe to Sky, they air every game. So if you support Napoli, you can watch every single Napoli game or whatever. But like, although on the flip side, in Italy, the stadiums are always empty. So I don't know. But I don't know if that's relevant or whether it's just because like the stadiums are, you know, not necessarily family friendly and shit. Like it's not.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, traditional 3 o'clock for me on tomorrow. Heading down with my mate Josh. And I'm sure that Pernell will be keeping me up to date with what's going on in the games. But Watford Liverpool at the first game lunchtime, that'll be interesting because, like you said, if Salah kicks off with it just all depends on Salah basically. If he does well or if he does badly, that's going to shape a lot of how the week's going to go.
Yeah. I might see if I can get a ticket actually for Arsenal on Monday, because I could get a train up there like literally after work, watch it and come back in the same night. So Mondays is quite nice. And I don't think we'll be selling out games at the moment with the style of football that we play, should we say so?
Yeah, I don't think they have been, have they?
I haven't been up for a little while, so I might have a little gander actually.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, that could be a shout. 8 o'clock, like. Yeah, like
it's free train as well, isn't it?
Free train?
Yeah.
Connections. Oh, I can't even laugh. Right, I can't even laugh because it's cold. I'm gonna call it a day there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like I had a few messages. Oh, when's the podcast happening? Like, which is very nice of those very few people to do that. Obviously, we only had 1 week off, but I'm happy that we haven't missed, other than that, which was an international break. It's not our fault, really. Like, we couldn't get it organised in the end, but also what are we actually going to talk about? So, I think, you know, we're always here, whether it's Thursday, Friday, or whatever time, whatever day. You know, we'll make sure we get something out every week, innit?
I'm determined that I'm sure that we'll do a pod every week for, you know, just we got it out me for the head-to-head. So
yeah, although the way it's going, I mean, you know,
I'll start doing it on my own.
yeah, we need a replacement. Like, you know, it's I'm gonna have to just keep coming on for the sake of the pod and for the sake of our fans. But realistically, it's not going to be a very nice experience if it keeps going the way it's going. But yeah, one step forward, two steps back was the name of the episode. Like that is literally the week before I made very small progress. Last week it's gone backwards. But yeah, let's see what happens this week, man. Hopefully, we can go 3 steps forward.
Hopefully not, but enjoy the
game. And yeah, good luck to everyone else. Like and subscribe. Join the league if you haven't already in it. And yeah, we'll catch you next week.